Hey, boys and girls, today is Tuesday, and we are still talking about how living things change and grow. So, today I have a really good story for you. This is an information story and kind of a fantasy story because in the story you're going to imagine or pretend that you are a kind of insect. So, I want you to think about some words before we start our story. These words are in our story, and I want you to remember them and listen for them. The first word is imagine. If we imagine something, we make a picture in our mind. The next word is acrobat, someone who performs gymnastics. So, some friends in our kindergarten classes do gymnastics. So, in this story, the author is using the word acrobat to describe some of the animals. The next word is fierce. If something or someone is fierce, that means they're wild and powerful. When you think of a tiger, you think of something it's a wild animal, but it's very powerful and beautiful. The next word is dangle. If something is dangling, it hangs or swings. You can see my earrings dangle. So when something dangles, it's hanging or swinging from something. So listen for these words: imagine, acrobat, fierce, and dangle. In this story, the author and the illustrator create some pictures that can help us to imagine something. So, the author would like you to imagine or pretend, make a picture in your mind about if this happened, what she's asking you to imagine. It's called Where Butterflies Grow by Joanne Ryder and pictures by Lynn Cherry. I love the pictures in this book. They are so beautiful. So let's see where butterflies grow. This is a growing place. Look where the boy and the girl are looking. They're thinking of this as a growing place. The green plants and the trees and the flowers. It's green and warm and bright. Lift up a leaf and you may find someone ready to be born. The someone they're thinking about is maybe some kind of insect. Lift up a leaf and imagine. There's one of our words. So the author is asking you to imagine something. Make a picture in your mind. Imagine you are someone small, hidden in a tiny egg, growing bigger, growing darker, till one hot morning you burst your shell and you creep into brightness. The author's asking you to imagine you are a caterpillar inside your egg. There's the egg. There's the picture. Imagine you are a creeper, thin and dark, living on a long, lacy leaf. When the wind tickles the leaf, you and your world shake. So, the author is calling the caterpillar a creeper, and they're thinking about how the leaves look lacy. Can you hear Dazzy? She's whining at something. But you have feet, 2 rows of creeper feet that hold on tight and keep you safe. Like a tiny acrobat, you creep, balancing and dangling high above the earth below. So do you see how the caterpillar is balancing on the end of that leaf? And if the wind blows, it could bounce the caterpillar. I love these pictures. Don't you love these pictures? As you move, your soft body ripples, flowing slowly along green stems. You climb up the stems to eat the leaves. So imagine you're a caterpillar and you're climbing up the stems and you're eating the leaves. As you grow, you climb higher and higher where flowers spread like umbrellas. You nibble and eat tiny white flowers. You eat and eat until your skin feels tight. So if you're a caterpillar, just like our caterpillars, then you're eating and eating and your skin feels tight. Underneath, you have a new, bigger skin to grow into. You swallow air, puffing up and up until your tight skin splits. So the caterpillar swallows air until his body gets bigger and puffier, and eventually that skin will split open. Old and wrinkled, it falls away like cast off clothes. So it's like you're taking off some old clothes and you have new clothes underneath. It is a sunny place. You eat and rest and grow, but others are growing too. You feel one coming up close. As you rear up, orange horns pop out of your head. Some caterpillars can make little horns pop out of their head. A strong scent puffs into the air. You look fierce. The hungry one darts away, hoping to find a better tasting meal. So, what wants to eat that caterpillar? The bird does. But this caterpillar puffs up and little horns come out on its head, and it makes a stinky smell come out of its body, and it scares the bird away. You grow and grow, fat and full of flowers, until one day you stop looking for food. You creep along the ground, moving as fast as you can, hunting for some place that is tall and firm. You climb up a bare brown branch and you make a silken sling to rest in. The silken sling is the chrysalis. So do you see? The caterpillar has climbed up the branch and it's getting ready to make its chrysalis. Then you curl and stretch till your old skin splits loose. You wiggle, shaking your striped skin down and down and down until it falls away. You are no longer a creeper, and now you are resting. So the caterpillar has shed its skin again. And these are all the pictures that the illustrator drew to show you how that skin comes off and the chrysalis is underneath. In this green and growing place, you are hidden, hard to see or find, resting through long, warm days. Hungry ones come near, but you are safe, looking like a small brown twig. Hidden inside, you are changing and growing new long legs, growing new wide wings covered with tiny scales of color. So there are lots of caterpillars who have made their chrysalis. And they are growing and changing inside. My animals are being noisy. As you change, you turn darker, revealing black wings, a black body, bright yellow spots, all tucked inside, until one morning you are ready to burst your twig-like shell. So do you see how right here the butterfly inside starts to wiggle, the chrysalis cracks, and out it comes. You crawl out, crumpled and new. So when a butterfly first comes out of its chrysalis, its wings are wet and they have to dry. You dangle high on long legs and hang on tight. Your 4 wings slowly unfold, growing larger, growing brighter, full of bold colors. You wait, moving your wings, drying them, feeling them grow stronger and harder until a warm wind tickles you. Spreading your wings wide, you let go and fly, higher and higher. You drift above the flowers, light and fragile like them. You touch nothing but sky, flying far above the ground. Then you fly low from bright flower to bright flower, landing gently on the soft petals, tasting sweetness with your feet. Did you know the way butterflies taste is with their feet? So they drop on the flowers and they try to find the sweet nectar and they taste with their feet. You sip the sweet nectar through your long curled tongue. Do you remember their tongue is called the proboscis? You soar over bare branch where you rested, far above the growing place where you crept from leaf to leaf and flower to flower. These long summer days you have grown and changed, and your world has changed too. Now it is time to fly to new places, time to look for others like yourselves, bright flyers in the sun. Fly, butterfly. Goodbye. Isn't that a wonderful story? It's interesting to think what it would be like to be a caterpillar and then to turn into a butterfly. So I'm going to go get the caterpillars I want to show you. They've been eating a lot. You see how big they are? So I think pretty soon they are going to start to hang from the top. Those three might stay there and they will start to make their chrysalis. So we're going to keep watching them and see what happens. I hope you have a great day today. Go outside and look for some butterflies or caterpillars or other types of insects.